Welcome to the Return to Glory podcast. My name is Austin Rose, joined by Dakota Freetag. Hunter Zarbanicki is on the West Coast. He's going to add his own take here at the end of this podcast. So Dak and I are recording without him.
So you can
Dad's
say whatever
not
you want
home.
about Hunter now. There you go.
Exactly. Dad's not home. Say what you want. I know you've been holding back.
Yep. Time to fire away.
Um, we're here. We're going to talk Michigan football preview, and that's pretty much it. I don't know if there's really much more to talk about. Number 21, is that what their current ranking was? 21. Yes, the 21 Michigan
Yeah,
Wolverines
pretty sure.
coming to Memorial Stadium. How you feeling, Dak? How's it going? How are things? Hunter never asks, I want to make sure you're doing okay.
Not well because of my NFL team, but um
Oh, well, you're not confident in Carson Wentz coming in
I'm
and
not. Actually, I am actually. I it changes, but day by day. As you get closer to the game, I'm pumped for him now. But
you should be confident your coach is pretty freaking good.
uh, not at all. Honestly, it's
All
bad.
right.
Yeah,
How's your
there's your
fantasy
Vikings
team
preview.
holding? How's your fantasy team holding up, Dak? That's the real question.
2-0 and 1-1 the other league, so not bad.
All right. Better than me. I'm 0-2.
Hey,
All right.
pick up Carson Wentz. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, let's dive in the big game.
Yeah, okay. Let's talk. So, Michigan Wolverines coming to town. They will be coached by interim head coach. Oh, my screen's not loading right now. Poggi. What's his first name? Biff
I think Biff Poggi,
Biff Poggi. There we go. Here's
Bish,
loading.
something like that. Bish, he could start for the O line. We'll just say that he's not the smallest dude in the world.
No, he is not. We have not played them since 2023. They obviously kicked our ass 45-7. That was the year they won the national championship.
In quotations.
In quotations. Oh, because they're sign stealing.
Yeah.
That is why we're playing Biff Poggi instead of Shamor Sherrod Moore. Because they are self-imposing a coaching ban due to the sideline scandal from a couple of years ago.
Now I was thinking about this. Um, I said that too much on the spot. Anyway, um, isn't that kind of like a shot at Nebraska that they picked this game?
Oh, definitely. Because
Yeah,
they're doing it's a 2 week ban, I believe, and they chose this week and next week. Or no, they did last week. They did last week and this week.
no, this is the first week. It's this week and next, I think.
Okay, okay.
Or no. I take that back. Yeah, it's last week in this. Yep,
Yeah, it was
yep.
last week and this week. So because they didn't want it to be against Oklahoma, so they chose Nebraska.
Yeah, and who do they play next week? I mean, it's just a shot that they pick this Nebraska game. So that's got to be a little bit bulletin board material.
Let's see who they play next week. I should have had this up. Mm, mhm. Yeah, I mean, if you were gonna pick between Oklahoma or us, though, I don't blame them.
Yeah, I don't either. Right? I don't.
So yeah, they chose Central Michigan, Nebraska. Sure. Coach Moore will be back against Wisconsin next week. They are currently 2-1. They looked really good against New Mexico and they looked really good against Central Michigan. They did not look great against your Oklahoma Sooners. What's your intel from the Oklahoma Sooner game?
Um, Bryce Underwood. I mean, he's a freshman, so there's gonna be ups and downs. He did not throw the ball well. Um, and it's your freshman second game on the road in a hostile environment, and it's probably what you expect from him. I think that game, he's already had a tough road game, is going to help him a lot coming into Lincoln. If this was his first true road crazy environment, I think it'd go about the same way it did in Norman. But he's had that under his belt already, so I don't know. And they didn't. They didn't run him as much as I thought they would in the Oklahoma game. Um, he's an athlete, that's for sure, and he likes to, which is what freshmen are gonna do. He likes to take a lot of risk when he's throwing too. Like he won't, he's not scared. He'll air it out there. This week they say that, which I don't know what the hell this means. I don't know why he didn't have the green light to run, anyways. But he says this week that he has the green light to run. So I don't know what that means. If they're just gonna run him like crazy or what, but
I think I think he will run against us. He's currently averaging 7.7 yards a rush. That counts as sacks too. So I mean, he's probably hasn't been sacked a whole lot, which I imagine Michigan has a pretty good offensive line.
they do.
I do not think that they're going to run him that much. I think that was, I could be wrong, but I think that was genuinely just coach strategy of like, you got a game plan for our quarterback to run when we're not really going to run him that much. I think he will run, but if you were actually planning on running him that much, you're not going to come and be like, yeah, he's got the green light to run this week.
I don't know why they came out and said, like, I was like, well, okay, okay. Like, what are you trying to say here? I don't. I mean, you got to think that, and maybe they are going to run him a lot just because they have zero respect for Nebraska D line. Like this is,
I don't, I don't think they'll have to run him that much. I think Justice Haynes, their starting running back, who's also averaging 8 yards a carry. I think he'll do plenty of damage running the ball. I don't think it's going to be like, oh, we can't get the run game going, we can't get the pass game going. Let's spice it up with some design QB draws. Um, so yeah, I guess we're talking Michigan offense. So obviously you brought up Bryce Underwood, true freshman quarterback. He's completing 57.5% of his passes, 2 touchdowns,
yeah.
1 interception, 3 sacks. Again, hasn't played really anyone outside of Oklahoma, and when he did play Oklahoma, he did look bad. So I mean, hmm. I mean, he could come in and start running the ball because he's uncomfortable passing. We do have a good pass defense. So I mean, that bodes well for us I mean, in that aspect. So we could be forcing him to be a little bit more one-dimensional.
I mean,
I,
you hope that's what the game plan is. You want him to throw.
yeah, I think he'll be, I mean, I think he'll have a better game than Oklahoma because I think you're right. Had he not had the Oklahoma game coming in as a true freshman, it might be a little bit raucous, a little bit of a night environment that he's not ready for. It's not a night game, 2:30 kickoff. And and I think the general consensus is Bryce Underwood's, yeah, you're right. He's a good athlete, but we don't know what he is yet. I could be wrong on that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much you can take away from the Oklahoma game. I think this week is the week you'll find out a lot more about him. If he struggles again, it's going to be he's not that good. But I think he's going to be better than the Oklahoma game passing. Um, it's just I think they're going to try to run the ball until they like unless Nebraska just completely shuts them down the whole game. I think it's going to run the shit out of the ball like over and over.
They do lead the 10 in rushing. They lead the Big Ten in rushing.
And as we get closer, I keep on thinking about that. That's what because I earlier in the week I was like, "Oh, Nebraska's gonna win this pretty easily." But as we get closer, I'm thinking, Michigan could just run all over Nebraska.
I said after the Akron game, Michigan's going to run for 300 yards on us. I still feel pretty
That's not
confident about that.
crazy.
No,
Yeah, that's not crazy. I mean, I was listening to another podcast. It'll be because your first drive is always scripted. It'll be interesting to see if like they come out and just do like 10 straight runs on you and just go if they go down the field and throw the ball like one time that drive and just run it. That's when Husker Nation's going to be like, oh, here we go.
yep. Their starting running back is Justice Haynes. He is a transfer from Alabama. Like I said, averaging 7.9 yards a carry on 49 carries through 3 games. They are 15th in the nation in rushing yards. it I think you're right. I think they're just gonna run it, and so we're gonna end up trying to stack the box probably a little bit, and that's where we're gonna get gouged for a couple big plays. Passing, I don't like I said, I don't think Bryce Underwood needs to run. I think it's gonna be rough. I really do.
Do you think they're gonna let him air it out or like play it safe with him?
I think they're gonna let him air it out.
He likes to take risks. I don't know.
The spread for this game opened at 2.5, favoring Michigan. It's the money's been going to Nebraska, I guess, because it's currently at 1.5. Over under 44.5.
Which
Uh,
that's also interesting because it did move. I don't know if
yeah,
you saw this, but it moved to three. So Michigan money was coming on Michigan early. Now it's coming on Nebraska.
that's late. Their number one receiver is McCauley, Donovan McCauley, who has 10 receptions for 158 yards. But they've got like three wide receivers that have all been pretty heavily utilized. And their tight end, Martin Klein, is it Martin? Marlon Klein, 7 receptions for 100 yards. So they kind of spread the ball out pretty evenly with four receivers already over 100 yards for the year. I don't know if there's anyone there that I'm particularly, I mean, McCauley's obviously their best receiver. Dak, I just don't think it's going to be very pretty.
Yeah,
From our
you're worried. I can tell you're.
from our defensive side, I think we're going to get just absolutely cooked. I think it's going to, if we win, it has to be an offensive shootout. And by shootout, I mean it's going to be a game of, since it's going to be somewhat run heavy, it's going to be a low scoring shootout, but it's going to be our offense. We're not going to stop their offense.
that that this is. I mean, this is. We always talk about what you want to see. I think what everybody wants to see, what everyone's gonna be looking at going in this game is that defensive line, especially early. If they struggle the first couple drives, I don't know what the game plan is. You got all you got to think you're going to be stacking the box,
Oh, yeah.
or we are. See, here's the thing: is Jackson Week shout out listener. He's called me out. I always say Nebraska as they them. I'm gonna say we.
Wow, look at you.
Yep.
You're
So
doing it without Hunter even
we
being here.
we got to stack the box.
I probably agree. I think you make him throw it. It's going to be loud. It's going to be tough community with receivers. You hope that that's where it falls apart, and that's how you get the stops.
You're the best bet is because I agree they're gonna run all over them. You got to hope that you get those freshman mistakes, turnovers, maybe pick six in there, fumble by Bryce Underwood. Like that's your hope of stopping their offense.
Yep.
Um, God, I just don't see any way that they don't just play safe with Underwood and run every single play
Why
because
would
the
you?
secondary is good.
All right. Let's talk our offense against their defense. Well, since we've already established that the game's probably going to be lost on our defensive side. Um, Michigan, they aren't quite as good as they were a couple years ago, but they're only giving up about 15 points a game. 43% on third down efficiency. They're giving up 62.7% for pass completion, but they have had 5 interceptions and two fumbles, I believe, forced fumbles. So they've done pretty well in turning the ball over the last 3 games. I think we're gonna have to win it on the in the air because they're only giving up about less than 3 yards a carry. So it's kind of like I feel like they're the exact opposite. Like if we were to look in like a reverse mirror, they run the ball really well. They don't pass it great. Their defense stops the ball really well, and their weak part is their secondary. And we have
Yep,
the exact opposite of everything.
That's the yeah, that's the tough part is there. I don't think there's going to be much running the ball on the Husker side. Oklahoma did move the ball on them. Um, their defense was bend don't break though in that game. They caused turnovers when Oklahoma would get down the red zone and fumbles at bad times, which that could be in Oklahoma too. But they moved the ball well on them. I don't. Their D line did not look as scary as what I thought. They're not giving up much on the run game, but I I still think you can run on them a little bit. You can definitely throw all over them, which is going to be, as I said, everyone's going to air it out. Raiola going to air it out this game,
I
big
think you're
time.
right. Notable defensive player for Michigan is definitely Ernest Hausmann, former Cornhusker, who left before Rule's tenure. He was here Scott Frost's last year, if I remember correctly. I don't remember when exactly he left, but he is definitely their best defensive player, and he's probably going to be an NFL draft pick. Leads the team in tackles. But yeah, I mean, I could see us being stubborn enough that we're going to try to run the ball a lot, but I think it's going to end up being Dylan Raiola has to carry the team, which we haven't really seen this year. So we'll see if his 75% completion percentage is just the opponents he's played or if it's actually his year two jump.
You're hoping he has not made a mistake yet. No picks. I don't. Has he lost a fumble yet? I don't think so. I don't think he's turned the ball over at all yet.
We fumbled it at the 5 yard line against Akron.
Okay, yeah. Um, you're just hoping no mistakes in this game. God, I don't know. I think they're going to throw the ball 30 plus times, and there's right in the arm of Dylan Raiola. And that's what you want to do. Like you trust in your quarterback. It's kind of prove it, not really prove a game for him, but this is one. If he does play well, on national spotlight here,
Yeah, I
maybe some
mean,
Heisman talk.
I don't think he might get some Heisman talk, but I think if we beat Michigan at 21, we're probably going to be ranked. Maybe. I guess that might be a bit of a jump, but 4-0, that becomes conversation, but I really don't think we're going to win. I really don't. I think okay, well, let's do what do we want to see, what will we see? We'll chat here. Obviously, we both want to see the D line hold their own,
And we both think they won't.
and we both think they won't. And I want to see Bryce Underwood struggle in the passing game, which I think that could happen.
See, I'm kind of leaning as we get closer. I'm kind of leaning towards he might. I think he'll play okay. And it's only because I said what I said earlier is because he's already has that first run environment underneath his belt. I don't think he's gonna be spectacular, but I think he's gonna be solid.
Um, Offensively, I'd like us to see our offensive line just dominate. Don't know if that'll happen or not. Um, because that's what's killed us in the past. It's been their offense. They've always looked bigger and stronger than us,
Yep.
and I think that's not going to change yet.
What I want to see is, I want to see time for Raiola to pass.
Yep.
That's the main thing. Some deep shots too. 1 second here, Austin. You're gonna have to talk for a second. I'm getting called out.
You're
I'll
getting
be back.
called out.
Yep, I'll be back in a second.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess that's pretty much the Michigan preview. I don't know. Dak had to leave. We looking at the spread 1.5. I think that's way too low. The over under 44.5, I think that's probably close because it's going to be a lot of running game. Clock's going to be running. I think just Michigan's linebackers are gonna stop the run pretty well. They're gonna win up front, both offense and defensive side. I could just be pessimistic because Michigan's kicked our butts the last couple of years, but the ESPN Football Power Index has been changing over the week to favor Michigan. It started Nebraska was actually, it was like 60% favorite. Now we're only it's 50-50 game. We'll see what kind of environment Lincoln provides. I think that's gonna I really do think that the only way we win is the home field advantage. I don't think it's gonna be enough. So I'm probably gonna take I'm taking Michigan to win. I'll have them win 31 to 16. 31-16 Michigan. Dak, I just gave my score prediction if you want to give your score prediction.
All right, I'm back. Um, let's go. God, I was so confident going in the week that Nebraska can win this game, and as we get closer, I'm so worried about that run game for Michigan.
You're gonna kill us.
I'm gonna go 20-17. Nebraska wins on a last second field goal.
Wow, you still have us winning.
I do, but I had to win them by 10 earlier in the week. Um, there is one more thing that we'd like to see, but probably won't happen. We'd like to see Archie Wilson not punt again.
There we go. No more Archie Wilson, our Lord and
Yep.
Savior.
Hey, did AGT made the field though last week?
I did. I saw he made a victory formation.
Yep. You got to get him. You got to get him in the field. Maybe
I
maybe fake punt by him.
and
We'll
that's
see.
yeah, we'll see. If we win, I expect Emmett Johnson's our leading receiver. I think that's where we're gonna get him the most is where we're dumping it out to Emmett and he's making something happen.
Yeah, there was one more thing I want to talk about here.
Go for it.
Raiola in his press conference this week said that Colorado was electric, but he wants this week to be even more electric. There, do you think?
No.
Obviously, this is a big game. You think it's a bigger game than Colorado last year?
No.
You don't. I think for
The
the program it is.
for the program it is, but we as a fan base hate Colorado so much.
Okay, yeah, I agree with you there. Fan base wise, no. Program wise, yes.
I agree. I mean, if you win this, all of a sudden it's like, oh, the grass is green on the other side. We can run the table till Penn State. Then all of a sudden we're looking at, a 10-2 year, and I mean, this could very well be the linchpin of. I don't want to be Hunter, a little Hunter-esque, but this could be, whether Matt Rule makes or break. This could be his make or break game, and he probably knows that. I mean.
Oh yeah. This is the biggest game for the program in years.
Because yeah, if we win this, you start looking at the schedule. You look down the line, and you're like, okay, well, if you're Matt Rule, all the pressure's on the year three, and all the promises of, we're going to be a physical team, and the leaked halftime videos of we're going to kill them, and you look down the line, it's like, well, we don't play another ranked opponent until USC, and they're hardly ranked.
Yep. Yeah, it's and on the flip side is you lose this game and Husker Nation's just in the tank again. And you have a bye
So,
week coming up, so it's just a week. It's 2 weeks of listening to
yep.
how they lost that game, about just breaking down everything. Everyone's rock bottom again, depending on how the game. Now, if Nebraska's gonna get killed, then it's really rock bottom. But I don't think they're gonna get killed. Um, it's I've heard this a lot of other places too. This feels like the biggest prove it game Nebraska's had.
I probably agree. I mean, I'm sure we said that at some point last year, but
I mean, we probably said that about 10 times on this podcast, but
You can feel it. You can feel the pressure. Like they're ready. And nationally, some pundits, they're leaning Nebraska a little bit.
there's
There's
something
some,
about the fan base this year because usually it is like, oh, we're the best team ever. It feels like this year the fan base is more like, all right, let's see it.
yeah, I agree.
So let's see it this week. Go out and beat Michigan.
You have us barely winning.
Make Biff Poggi cry.
Okay. I guess other shout out Nebraska volleyball breaking another attendance record in Omaha against Creighton. 5-set match.
Did you go?
I did not go. Um, but it was good. I watched the whole thing on TV. We looked sloppy, if I'm gonna be honest, but we got the win out. So, do you have any? We have a couple of top 20 matchups this week. Do you have any locks of the week? You got Texas Tech versus Utah, Auburn, Oklahoma,
Jackson Arnold coming home.
Jackson Arnold coming home, Illinois versus Indiana, another top 20 matchup. I
Yeah,
like
isn't
it.
it? Isn't that interesting? How that's the biggest, that's the biggest Big Ten game of the week.
It's Illinois and
If you had said that
Indiana.
10 years ago,
Shit, you would have said that 3 years ago.
yeah, no one would believe you. My lock of the week is Miami minus 7.5 against Florida. I cannot believe that's a spread. Florida does not look good. Their quarterback Lagway just threw 5 picks against LSU. And Miami, I hate Miami, but sadly they look very good. I see Carson Beck second him in the year. I'm starting to change on that. I He might actually be good. And it's at Miami. I cannot believe it's only 7.5. I think they win that game by 17 plus. I just
Okay.
think Miami is better than Florida, and Billy Napier is on the hottest seat in the nation right now. So take Miami in the points right there. Don't know why game day's there either. That's insane.
It's the swamp, right? Or is it
No, it's at Miami.
at the U?
Whatever you call their stadium. Oh, there's
Hard
another.
Rock.
Speaking of game day, I just saw this morning. CBS Sports HQ. I didn't know this was a pregame show. Is going to be at the rail yard from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Oh,
Saturday. So
okay.
I've never watched their pregame show. I don't know if you have.
Not once. I don't even know who's on it.
Nope, I don't either. But yeah, they'll be there.
Good. I was really excited for it.
Yep.
All right, Dak. Any other lasting thoughts?
uh, I don't.
It's been pretty quiet
Just
as far as the Nebraska social media this week,
it has.
which is
I
good.
think
I think that's intentional. I don't think they want any extra.
is that good? Nerves. I think nerves. A lot of nerves going in this game. All I gotta say is prove it. This is the week.
I don't disagree.
Oh yeah, going my first game in 4 years.
Oh, you're going.
Yep, with Hunter.
Oh, there you go.
Yep. Last game I went to was OU Nebraska here. So yep.
Gosh,
I'll try to make some noise.
you're gonna have to listen to Hunter just bitch the whole time.
He says we're not sitting, so we'll see. There'll be people bitching about that.
That's
But
fair.
yeah.
All right. I guess if that's it, we'll call it and let's beat Michigan.
We're
Until
gonna
next week,
we're
GBR.
gonna we're gonna HB toss to Hunter real quick here at the end of the podcast
That's
and
true.
go Big Red.
GBR.